bit of a sigh of relief to see Carter back out there. Hopefully he looks healthy and he's ready to travel with you.
I'm not sure.
John, Pro Rob is not out there today. Is that for
Just maintenance.
Okay.
John, you've done this a few times, going back to a place you used to coach. But does going back to Columbus have any extra meaning for you?
I'm going back to coach a hockey team. Yeah, I have a tremendous amount of friends there, great spot, but I'm going back to coach the Flyers and try to win.
You've talked about building a culture here. If you compare where the culture and the standards that you want to set have come along here to where it was when you got to Columbus, is there any sort of correlation? Can you compare the two?
No, I don't look at it that way. I look at this as we're just trying to go about our business every day, trying to define a standard and become that. I'm not going to put it with any other team I coach. This is a whole different type of situation, different city, different situations. So this is its own entity as far as I'm concerned.
Will it be weird walking in there as a visitor? Like, will that feel different to you? Or
I don't get involved in it. I come game day, I'm just, I thought we had a really good game last night. Move their blood today and get ready to coach another game. I'm not going to get caught up in all the other stuff. As I say to you guys every day, we have so much work to do here. I'm just concentrated on each day's work with the Philadelphia Flyers.
Speaking of work, what have you seen from Owen Tippett so far? He's played right wing, left wing now. And, are you happy with his progress?
He's growing. Yeah, he still has a lot of things to learn. I think the quickness of the league and everything that comes with that, but he's given us some good minutes.
You mentioned one of the reasons you took this job was because of the market of Philadelphia and the history here. When you got to Columbus, and I know I'm sorry to dwell on this.
You're really pushing that Columbus deal, aren't you? You know that I don't want to talk about it, so let's just go to another question.
Going back to Tippett, when we spoke to him when he was first getting back, he said that you had a conversation with him during the preseason about kind of trying to figure out what his identity was, and
Yeah.
he said that once you had that conversation with him, things started to click. How much closer do you feel like he is toward working towards solidifying identity?
Yeah, I think it goes hand in hand with Sam's question too. I just want him to. I think he has a chance to be a really good power forward in this league. He's got the big body. I think still growing into it. We all know about his shot. I think he has a number of things to learn as far as what it is to be a pro each and every day in the National Hockey League. But I think if he goes down the right road and handles the things the proper way, he has a chance to be a really good player in this league.
In terms of learning how to be a pro, how much can guys like Travis Konecny and Kevin Hayes playing with them rub off on him and just being around?
Yeah, and to me, it like you pick two guys that are two good offensive guys. He's playing on the same line. I think becoming a really good pro is stuff you learn off the ice, how you train in the gym, what time you get to the rink in the morning for your day's work, how you eat. There are so many different things that come before that on the ice that I think young players need to learn. And Tip's been around, he's been here. He's two organizations, and but I think if he goes down the right path of all those little things before he gets on the ice, it's going to make him a better player on it.
Speaking to, you mentioned Travis Konecny. Well, Olivia mentioned Travis Konecny, but the points obviously have come back for him so far this year. But what have you seen on your side in terms of buy-in to what you're preaching here?
Well, I just think he plays hard. Everything about TK is energy. He's probably been our most consistent player to this point early in the season. I think he understands how to practice. I still think we're a ways away as far as the whole squad understanding how hard you have to practice. he'll lead by example. I don't need. I sometimes just have to tone him down, and as I've said to you many times, I'd rather have a player that way. But I don't want to tone him down too much because that's a big part of who he is, and I think he's been very consistent showing who he is.
After the Claude Giroux trade last year, I know you weren't here for this, but Chuck and Mike Yo said that TK and Farabee were two guys they wanted to see if maybe in the absence of G they stepped up into a leadership role. Are you seeing Konecny maybe pushing to be viewed as more of a leader?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if anybody's ever asked him to be a leader. I'm not sure if he's ever been put in positions to be a leader. So as he keeps growing and we keep going about it here and situations arise, I watch that. And it's something and I still think it's a ways away as far, I think if I brought a leadership group in, he's going to be part of that. But as far as where we're going as far as leadership, and I know you guys want the letters on their jerseys and the captaincy and all that, we're still a ways away from that. But it's certainly the way he leads by example. That's a big part of leadership. Sometimes people confuse leadership with saying the right things. You can say all the right things. It's a matter of doing the right things so people follow you. That's a big part of leadership.
With the schedule reducing the number of games against, intra-division rivals, does that take something away from that? Like you play the Rangers only once in New York this year.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know how they do the schedule. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. What's your question?
Well, the question was, do you feel like do the fans miss that kind of intensity in the buildings? I mean, do you miss that at all?
Yeah, I think as far as rivalries,
Yeah.
you know how a lot of people ask about that, and I think you create rivalries through playoffs, through series of playing a team 7 times in 2 weeks. I think that's where you get it. Hopefully we have an opportunity. Maybe we do play the Rangers for a couple of weeks. That's where you create it. I don't think you get it during the regular season. I think the games change so much as far as sometimes just the style of game it is now in the league. It's hard to do that, but playoffs, that's where it happens.
John, Rasmus Ristolainen had those 2 big block shots in that one shift.
Mhm.
Does that show you a level of buy-in that, even if he's not playing the bigger minutes, he's willing to do those things?
Yeah, I was cutting tape. I put those on. We're going to all watch it together tomorrow as we do our tape. I think it's good. I'm not going to measure buy-in by a few periods of hockey. I think Risto's been a topic out here quite a bit, I guess, and we're going to try to help him. Shazi spent some time with him yesterday. I think I told you guys that, and our job is to coach him. We'll determine as we go through it, and you go through the teaching, how players, not just Risto, but all of them, how they react to the teaching, how they react to certain situations. That's when you kind of find out exactly where they are within the organization. That takes time. So, but I thought I haven't finished the tape, but some of the clips I've already watched of him, he makes a couple of good breakout passes. I saw his legs move, something I haven't seen, and so there were some good things there. So I'll finish watching the game, and we'll make our determination from there.
You look at the standings. You look at the standings this morning. You guys.
I don't.
Well, you guys have allowed the fewest goals.
I've interrupted you every question you've had. I'm
You
sorry.
guys have allowed the fewest goals in the Eastern Conference. I know it's only 12 games, and you've played a couple of games less than other guys, but is this enough of a sample of work that you can sense that you guys are being very responsible defensively? Or
Nope.
no?
No, we've relied on, other than the last couple of games, and I still, we go over our chances. I have all the numbers. Last couple of games, we've cut down our chances a little bit. Certainly not to where it needs to be. So we've relied on our goaltenders too much the first part. Past couple of games, I think we've played more more as a team. I just think we've looked more organized defensively, but we have a ton of work to do there.
In terms of moving the puck, making some plays up ice, and just using his mobility, do you think last time was a good step forward for Travis Sanheim?
For Sanny,
Yeah.
makes a good offensive play on the goal. That can't be the standard. It would, again, I haven't watched a complete tape, but that can't be the standard for Sanny. He's, we do individual chances for, chances against, 5-game segments, 10-game segments. It needs to be flip-flopped a little bit, not so much being on against chances and creating more chances. He hasn't created enough for us offensively. If you're not creating enough offensively, and if that's supposed to be your deal, then buckle down and get it done defensively. I don't think neither has been consistent enough by any means.